Good morning, welcome back for another video. Myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And today, another bright and early start for 4:30 in the morning. For today's little adventure, we've got 3 deliveries. We've got one in Leicester, just off the M1 on the A50. Shame you got to come off like the A50 then get back on and cross the M1. You can't get straight off at the junction that I need to. Second one is going to be at Lutterworth, and then third one is back down to Leicester. Now, the reason why we're going Leicester, Lutterworth, then Leicester is because of the timings. The first one is booked in for 8:45. The second one is booked in for 10 o'clock. Then the third one, any time of the day. So that's all right. The trailer has been loaded last night by the warehouse guys. So cheers, Barry. And before we connect to it, just double checking the tyres are all okay. Got good tyre tread, no bulges or rips on the sides. The buckles are all in good condition, same with the side curtains, and then go repeat on the other side. And once all that's done, secured the load. First delivery point is 105 miles, and we should be there in about 2.5 to 3 hours depending on traffic. And the route we're going to be taking is straight down the M6, coming off for Stoke, following the A500 to the A50, and then down the M1, and it's not too far from the M1. Just joining onto the A50, and I've got 61 miles still to go. As mentioned already, it's currently 6:15 and nice and clear roads. I might start using the A15 a little bit more actually in the mornings. If I was at Wolverhampton right now, it'll be gridlocked, wouldn't it? 6:15 in the morning. Got to get there before 6 to miss the traffic. Could be on for, I think it's about 5.5 miles, and then we're a little roundabout junction, and then we're going to be on it for probably like another 40 miles. So all in all, yeah, probably about 40 miles now on the A50. I'm not too sure if the camera's going to be able to pick it up, but there's a nice little sunrise coming up in the distance. Great little view from the office window. Let's flash them forward. Lots of pinks and purples and blues. Definitely one of the perks of the job, especially when you start so early in the morning. Get to see the sunrise. Yeah, it's nice. Nice little tranquil moment, isn't it? Time is just approaching 7 o'clock. Still got 28 miles to go. Due to get there for about 8 o'clock. I've came off now the M1 southbound and jumped onto the A50. Got 6.5 miles left to go. This is what I was mentioning earlier on about the junction at the M1. I've got to come off at the A50, follow it around for about 8 miles, go back across the M1 to the actual delivery point. Because unfortunately there's not a junction straight off the M1 directly near where the client is. There is one if you're coming from southbound direction though. So I was in two minds whether to stay on the M1, go past the A50 junction, turn around. I think it might be like the M69 junction, and then come back up. Well, that probably would have been about 20-mile round trip. Not really worth it. If you've got any questions about the vlog or HCV driving, let me know down below in the comments. I'll try my best to answer as much as I can. And also, if you enjoy the content, why not hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit notification bell, so when the videos go up you won't miss any content. That's pretty much drive around the country. We visit the same places quite a lot, unfortunately, but it's one of them, isn't it? You can only go to where the client needs the delivery point to. Can't decide where we go, unfortunately. And you never know where you're going to be the next day either. Right, 3/4 mile. Going to be joining onto the A46, following back towards the M1. This is what I'm talking about. It's crazy. There's no junction you can come off if you're going southbound, but there is northbound. Why did they do that? Following for the M1 south. It's going to be on an A46. And here we are, pound stretchers. So I've got 5 pallets of salt and pepper for them today. First time being here. Okay, so we can't get in that way, it's no entrance. I think this might be for cars. Yep. Alright, where's the entrance for the trucks? Pound stretcher next left. Deliveries. And here we are, 8 o'clock. Park up in one of these little bays and then walk over to security. All booked in with security, just got to drive around the whole of the warehouse to the other side, and then we can speak to the goods in team then. It's a lot bigger site than what you would think as well when you're on the road. Just keeps on going, doesn't it? First time ever delivering to this place, but I've got a collection as well of 5 pallets. So hopefully I can get the 5 pallets whilst we drop them off. And then when I go to Asda, I need to try and convince them, instead of doing a backdoor tip, I need to get a forklift instead. Now he said park on the corner as you get round, so I don't know if it's going to be this bit here then walk down, or would it be further on, and I presume it might be here. I have been given a little map, so at number 2 is where I am at the moment. Sorry if it keeps shaking around when I'm walking. And then I've got to go all the way around towards number 4 at Goods Inn. Now what feels like 10 minutes later, walking all the way around, signed in, got everything sorted out. I've told them about the 5 pallets we need to collect as well, so that's all good. So what I'm going to do is reverse onto bay number 2, and then they're going to take 5 pallets off and then put 5 pallets back on for me. I wasn't kidding when I said I've got to walk about 10 minutes. That's where the truck is, right down there. Let's drive all the way back around to where the goods in office pretty much is, because that's where the loading bays are. Bear in mind I'm doing 20 miles per hour at the moment. About 15. I've sorted the internal straps out. And it's not a lot of space in front of your truck to try and get it onto the bay. So I'm going to swing it right over, try and get a really good angle on it. It's quite narrow as well, actually. And that's as far as it can go. You may need to do a little shunt forward just to straighten it up a little bit more. Well, it's gone alright, that. Perfect. That's the keys handed in, and now just got to wait until that green light turns red. That's 5 pallets dropped off and 5 pallets collected successfully. And now we've got to go up to Lutterworth, which is probably about an hour away, but I'm going to double check the sat nav now. Nice and easy, straight down the M1, and then we're coming off just over here at Lutterworth as well. 21 miles, about 40 minutes driving. And away we go. For it to be clear. I think it is 60 as well, this road that I'm driving onto, so I need to make sure there's plenty of space for myself to get down without disrupting the flow of traffic too much. He says and then pulls out at 4 miles per hour. I've got the hiccups now. Oh, hold there. I hate having hiccups. Alright then, so we're driving down the B5380. I'm going to be following this down until we come to the A1, no, the M1 shall I say actually. Oh god, these hiccups. Can't get rid of them, just came out of nowhere. There's a lot of weight limits around this area, so I need to be vigilant with all the signs. I noticed as well quite a few different roads what are closed. It's a real nice little village here we're about to drive through as well. I think it's called like Blabby. I think I've just seen that on there. B-L-A-B-Y. Pardon me, hiccups. That roof needs a bit of work doing to it, doesn't it? Nature's completely taken over that barn. Kirby Muxloe. I think in a bit of this area, they didn't really think trucks would be driving through that much. So it starts getting a little bit more narrow as we get in. Mainly around this little point here now. I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to time the talking in between the hiccups, and it's not really going to plan. So every time I start talking, my body decides to do a nice little hiccup. Oh my word. Hopefully it won't last too long. Yeah, I've got plenty of space to get past this one. Thank you very much. Take it nice and wide. I don't think the dog likes the truck. Could hear the poor little dog barking as I was driving past. So this is the junction up here that I was talking about earlier on. Like if you're driving northbound on the M1, you can come off here. But if you're driving southbound, you got to come off about 5 or 6 miles down the road, and then take a little detour using the A roads. Just doesn't make sense. I mean, there's probably a reason for it, really, isn't it? A bit of like traffic flow, etc. But it is a big junction on the M1. Follow it down. Still classed as the B5 380. I'm just going to follow this road now all the way down and connects to the M1 southbound. Just booked in now with goods in over at Asda, and it's just hit 10 o'clock. Unfortunately though, I've got to join the queue. And what a small world it is. That's the company I used to work for. There's Brian. One of the best things about delivering to this RDC for Asda, well, you get free Wi-Fi, and it's quite decent Wi-Fi as well, to be fair. Whilst I'm in the queue, I can watch a film on Netflix. Oh, time for me to move over. And also I'm taking the opportunity of waiting around to cook some dinner up. And back in you go. That's the loading bay we'll be reversing onto shortly. And as you can see, there's not a lot of space in front to try and straighten up your trailer. Try and keep close to these pallets. On the other side. Do you want it on the other side of him, mate, yeah? No worries, mate. Right, okay, there's another one on the other side. So we're going there instead. Now I'm trying to swing the trailer out to swing it back in. Right, there it is. Just had to reverse it past that truck then, just so I can get a better look at the bay that I'm reversing onto. Pull forward a little bit, straighten it up. And then back we go. Finally, got the paperwork, got it all sorted and signed off, and now we can leave Asda. Now the time is currently coming up to 1 o'clock and we arrived here at 10 o'clock, so we've been here pretty much 3 hours. Our final job is 21 miles and we should be there for about 10 past 1, give or take depending on traffic, and we're going straight back up to Leicester. Unfortunately, it looks like we're getting snagged in a little bit of traffic on the way back up to Leicester as well. I've still got 6 miles to go on the motorway. Just hoping there's not been a bad accident. But we are coming to a standstill. I don't think there's another junction between now and the one that I need to get off either. So far I've not got anything planned for on the way back, other than the 5 pallets I've already collected. But when I've made the last delivery, I'm going to ring the office, just double check with them in case they got any backloads from the area, what needs to go back out and get delivered either first thing tomorrow morning or later tonight. All in all, I've got 12 miles until I reach the destination. 2 miles away from the destination now in Leicester. Traffic wasn't too bad in the end. Looks like half the bumpers hanging off of that car, zip tied together. Oh. You can see all the zip ties just holding it up. Just over a mile left to go. Now this looks quite a tight turn. Yes, left turn right here. You got the big lampposts, you got these signs on the floor, got these ones here as well, so need to make sure to take it nice and slow, wide as I possibly can. Don't want to be knocking down the lamppost. I'm glad the school are off anyway, because this could be chaos if you come here at pick-up time. Because that was a school I've just driven past. And it should be one of these units around here. Not exactly ideal for big trucks anyway. Oh, it opens up a little bit more, it's alright. The sat nav is right down at the end. It's pretty easy for me to just go backwards. Actually, I'll get that. Tell mate. Oh, I won't get that though. Will not get around there, so it looks like back I go. Yeah, it's a little bit too tight at the end. There's cars all over the show. It's one of the places I get myself into. Just doing a little bit of a blind reverse. Got to be careful with the car that's parked up as well. Ooh, it's close. It's tight. Got a car parked up on the passenger side, where its back end hanging off onto the road. So I'm straightening it up now to try and get past that little class 2. Just went past me. Let's just take your time. You'll be alright, guys, honestly. Just take your time. And you're reversing anywhere, especially if it's tight. So we've got a few inches on either side now with the mirrors. And the car's sticking out. The class 2 driver's like, yeah mate. Yeah, don't worry about it, I'm fine. Just can't get around that corner at the end. So he's laughing at me. No, well, if you don't laugh you cry, don't you? That's what it's like, folks. Just taking it all the way back. So on the sat nav, you can actually get around. This road links all the way around it, but the next turn that I was about to do, if I carried on around that corner, I wouldn't have been able to get around it because it's cars all over the place. So instead of trying it and getting stuck, I thought reverse it back and then go back down the main drag. So I'm struggling at the moment, so I'm trying to find the business. I've been on the phone to Adam in the office, so he's trying his best now to try and get either a contact number for the client or try and find out where they're actually based. So in the meantime, I'm just going to park up here out the way. Good detective work there, Adam. Managed to find the location that we're looking for. and it's actually part of best price bathrooms, believe it or not. Supposedly this place, maybe in about 6 months time, but at the moment definitely not a bathroom place. On to plan B, and that is speaking to Adam. He's going to try and get hold of the contact for the client, see if he can make a phone call, and then hopefully get somebody to come round to accept the delivery, and fingers crossed they've got a forklift. Finally arrived on site now, and luckily we've got a forklift, so no handballing today. To get back to the yard from where we are now is 110 miles. We're looking at about 3 hours drive to get there. Might be a little bit longer with traffic, but fingers crossed with the kids being off school, it might be a little bit quicker. And homeward bound we go. Woo! 3 hours drive. Let's go. So the ETA is about 6 o'clock, give or take with traffic. Now that's not too bad, but at the same time, because I started, what time did I start today? Was it 4 or half past? I need to double check that. But if it's 4 o'clock I started, my 15 hours run out at 7 o'clock tonight. So it looks like today, if you do get back for 6 o'clock, today is going to be a 14-hour day. Lovely. Nice and easy 14 hours done though, that's for sure. Not complaining whatsoever. But that can be one of the downsides about driving. Every day is a long day, but you do get used to it after a while. I need to try and sneak my way out of this little place. Yep, push yourself out. Do. Rightio then, we're back onto the B582. I'm just following it down pretty much until we come to the M1 northbound. Following that, back onto the A50 to the A500 at Stoke. I'll wait up when I get to the Stoke area which way I'm going to actually go, whether I am going to go northbound on the A500 or southbound. Normally do go southbound and then jump on at junction, I should really know this off the top of my head now, junction 15 for south part of Stoke at the M6, and then go northbound from there. Again, depending on what time I get there, on traffic, it could be fairly heavy. I reckon it might be. But realistically, I think it's going to be about 6:30 finish tonight. Had a little bit of an accident down here. Let's just slow it right down. Oh, I hope there's no horses on there. Still got 77 miles left to go. Pardon me. And the time is just approaching 4 o'clock. Oh, can't quite make it across the box. As you can see now, we are at the end of the A50, about to join the A500. Just make sure traffic's going around yet. Let's move forward. Still got 44 miles left to go. Time is currently 20 to 5. We're still on to get around 6, half 6 back to the yard. Oh, oh, there's a lot of red lights up there. Lots and lots of red lights. least it's still light though for 4:45. I suppose you got to look at that side of things. I mean, you got to take a win where a win is, isn't it? Because obviously I'm losing on the traffic side of things, but at least it's nice and light. And hopefully it's not like this for the next 9.5 miles until we get to the M6 northbound. This is where I normally go to the southbound, but I believe the southbound is not much better. I think the M6 is a little bit goosed at the moment. I heard on the radio earlier. So I thought I'd just divert, jump on the A500 northbound. See how we get on. And we're stuck in traffic. I've just had to take a 15-minute break because the 6-hour working time was coming up from when I'd taken my break this morning. And now the difficult part is trying to actually get off the lay-by. Nobody seems to want to slow down to let a truck out. And there's no braking of traffic as well. Currently 5:10. My word, there's just no braking it whatsoever. Come on, let a little truck out. I might be here for another half hour at this rate. Oh, there we go, that's a good sign. Traffic's slowing down in front. Yeah, coming to a halt. Come on, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! Let me out, you buggers! Oh God, it's nearly crashed then. That BMW had to slam right on. Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Only taking 1 minute and 45 seconds to get out. Now, I've got 1 hour and 35 minutes of driving time left before I need to take a 30-minute break to clear that. Now, if I would have took a 45-minute break just then, it would have cleared both working time and driving time directives. But at the time, it was only the 6-hour rule that I had to do. So hence the 15-minute break instead. I want to try and get back to the yard as quick as we possibly can, as I've still got 39 miles left to go. According to sat-nav, a little bit over an hour. So hopefully with 1 hour and 35 minutes of driving time, I should just make it. But as you know, the M6 is quite unpredictable. Ooh, should be alright. My word, it's been a long day again. And tomorrow it's going to be another long day. Because tomorrow is going to be a 4 AM start. So if I finish for 6:30, back in 9.5 hours later. For 4 o'clock in the morning. Because tomorrow we are going down to Trowbridge. Trowbridge is just by Bristol area. It's about 150 miles. Or it might be a little bit more, give or take. But it's a nice little drive, so make sure you tune in for tomorrow's vlog and join our little journey as we drive down to Trowbridge. Hopefully the trailer is going to be loaded or ready for us. It normally is, to be honest with you, for the client that we're going to. It's the big pots of jam. So they are normally loaded, strapped and secured. I'm going to check the load tonight, make sure it's all secured, etc. So when I get up in the morning, get into work, hook up to the trailer and off we go.
So I'm just going to have a quick walk around, making sure the trailer's going to be in a good condition tonight before I leave. Because if there's any defects, I can get the guys who work in the PM shift to get all the stock over to a different trailer that's a little bit more road legal. I mean, we've never had any issues with any trailers since I've been here, so I can't imagine it being any issue tonight. But just be on a safe side, I'd rather check it now, get it transferred if needed, instead of it being at 4 o'clock in the morning and then leaving later. Because we need to leave early as possible to get past Birmingham before we to try and beat all the traffic. And then continue the rest of the journey down. Really not what you need when you're in a rush to get back, that's for sure. 5:45 now. And I've still got 15 miles to go.
The time has just hit 6:30 and we're back in the yard now and we're back in the canteen. But it's a little bit warmer because it's absolutely freezing out there at the moment. The trailer's been dropped and the unit is parked up for the night, so that is everything that I need to do for the work side of things. All I need to do now for the rest of the night is get myself home, get something to eat, because I'm absolutely starving, I'm absolutely knackered as well, so I'm going to have a nice early night tonight. And then tomorrow is going to be an early start. 5 o'clock I'm scheduled in because I'm going down to Trowbridge as I mentioned earlier, but however I'm going to come in for 4:30 instead. Now the reason why I'm coming for a little bit early because I want to be on the road for about 5:15, maybe 5:20. I need to get fuel on the way down, I need to make sure the loads are secured, so I want to get everything ahead of myself as much as I can, but staying within the legal hours of a rest period because I'm having about a 10-hour rest from now. I know 10 hours does not seem a lot of a rest period, but however, it's more than the legal limit of 9 because I am on a reduced tonight and you can do that 3 times a week. So on that note, I am going to call it a day. So if you did enjoy it, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on when I upload any videos. And I'll see you again tomorrow. I do upload Monday to Friday, unless I'm doing one of the mega vlogs and it'll be like an overnight session, then I might miss a day for that. But normally it's Monday to Friday. So have a great day, have a great week, stay safe, keep on trucking. Bye for now.